Why some realtors create a grinding job? What a lot of people don't understand, realtors don't get weekly checks. They really don't. You have to go out and you have to earn it. And I when I started in real estate in 2000, I quickly figured out I didn't want to do that. So I set up a new system that really creates more of a non-grinding job than a grinding job. And I want to go through some of the stuff that realtors do. So, if you're like this, you can understand. So when you're looking at each check, it's per transaction. So you got a cold call, you got to deal with buyers and sellers, closing. Oh my gosh, sometimes that's a nightmare. They got the escrow money in, don't they? I mean, you have to. Some brokerages require you to put that in your closing paperwork and all that. But thank God Fathom doesn't. But a lot of times with closing and title, you have to have all this information. Then you got to market. You got to market the property. You got to market your services. You got to talk to people. You got to network. It's a lot of work, and it does take time. Communication is huge. So you got to be total in communication with the listing, seller's agent, whatever that is, buyer, seller, title, mortgage, all the inspection, all that. And you're going to come up with a lot of issues that you have to resolve. People don't realize that realtors deal with a ton of stuff per transaction. It's got to close on time, and then the paperwork. Oh my gosh, you got to get the contract, agency, ROC, RPD. There's all kinds of stuff. It's according to what your brokerage wants, but there's a lot of paperwork you have to provide. And if you don't get it signed and in, you're not getting paid. You're just not. And then inspections. Inspections could be a huge nightmare. And a lot of people are unreasonable on those inspections. So if they look at an inspection, they'll call you, hey, we got to get all this money off or whatever it is. And I deal with that daily with a lot of the realtors I deal with. And, it's just a hard business. And you don't get a check until you get that transaction. But sometimes it doesn't close and you get nothing. You have an empty wallet that you can go through all the processes. I've been through stuff all the way through. I was in one that was, we've been in for 2-3 months, and the seller decided to back out, which we got it rectified. But again, it was another stress. I was in it's just I wasn't going to get any money out of that. So what I wanted to do was make more money on a consistent basis. So I set up a system that does that. I want something that's going to be consistent, that I just keep feeding, and it's going to get me more and more money monthly. So I don't have all the stress, all the anxiety, all the fear, all that stuff that goes along with being a realtor, because 87% of all realtors fail after 5 years because they either get burnt out or it just doesn't work. So it's not really an easy position to have, and it's very difficult to keep moving in real estate, because even if you deal with you're on a team or you listen to people that are telling you how to do stuff in a brokerage. At the end of the day, they have their best interest in mind, and they need to make more money from whatever you're doing in order for them to do that. So you really got to focus on your income every month, because it's a grind if it isn't. So what I do is I created income real estate. So I have my own income real estate, which gives me right now at this point, it's getting me about $72,000 a year, which is great. That's net, and so that's a nice income I can rely on. Now people go, income real estate's hard. No, it isn't. If you know how to do it. And property management, wow, property management is consistent income. And what I show people how to do is how to get the leasing fee, the listings out of that, deal with investors. Investors are always buying. They're always buying. And if you buy in the right areas with these houses, you're going to get consistent income. Very easy. Our tenants stay average of 22 months, and we have all the systems that we can show you how to set that up. Rehab is another one. Now that's difficult, and you need to know all the city codes and stuff, but we can show you how to do that as you go. It's take one thing at a time. But there's some more money there for you if you do it correctly. Listings, the investors want to sell their houses. I had 5 that I closed last year. So, it's free listings for me. So when you're looking at all this stuff, it creates less stress. And if you have all this stuff put together correctly, you're making very, very good money. And so is your clients, for that matter. Your clients are, that's paramount for them to make money too. We have a 99.5% success rate, and we do about 23% on our real estate. And how do we do that? I'll show you how we do that, but you have to be able to do this. You're going to have to get into some of this. And if you say, well, I'm with a brokerage that doesn't have property management, well, I'll show you how to set something up on the side, partner with somebody or do something in order for you to be able to set that property management up, because you're going to want that consistent income. So that's what I do, and it's just way less stress. It's a business. Then you're building a real estate business. You're not building something that's dead one, then you got to start all over like regular realtors do. So if you want to learn all this stuff, you really got to take control of your business. If you take control of your business, believe me, you're going to be a lot more comfortable every month. You know what's coming in, and then you just add to that with all that. And I'm not saying cold calling and all that's not good. I'm just saying you can add on to it. And it does work in a lot of cases, but some days you don't feel like it. Some days you come in the office, that's, and say, man, I just don't want to call today. Well, this gives you that control of that. So again, I thank you for listening. Call me. I'm Brett with Fathom Realty, 216-703-5740. Let me show you how to take control of your business, take control of your life, and have consistent income where there's less stress and be successful as a real estate agent. Thanks.